What's up, everybody? Welcome back and happy Monday. I'm meteorologist Andrea Myers, bringing you your daily hail forecast, sponsored as always by C3 Group, Merlin Law Group, American Contractor, and Atlas. And they're all there for you in the description to this video on Facebook, so make sure to go ahead and check them out. Today, guys, we've got windy weather moving into the west, very alliterative there. Got some very high winds expected for parts of the western states. Could get up to triple digits. We'll talk about it. And then we're going to also let you guys know about the big cool down ahead for the central states. All of that cold, rainy weather is tracking into the central U.S. And with that, we could see potential for storm chances. And again, we'll let you guys know what's happening in a second. And then getting into this week's outlook as well for Denver, Dallas, and OKC, as well as the rest of the nation in terms of temperature and rain chances. But before we get into our weather, we're going to be at RoofCon, guys. RoofCon 2023. In a few days here, it's going to be the 9th through the 11th in Orlando. And Frank is going to be there. Frank's a good time. Go say hey to Frank and go hang out at RoofCon. We are at booth number 938. And this is going to run from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So for what that's worth, it's going to be at the Orange County Convention Center. Good time to get out to Florida and get some warm weather while it lasts and talk roofs, talk weather, etc. So come to RoofCon. And now into our weather today. Pacific Northwest has been no stranger to heavy rain, and it's continuing to see that into today. Got more moving onshore with some cloud cover mixed in there, some patches of rain heavier than others, but it should be on its way out over the next few days. And then I was going to say Pacific Northwest, the Northeast here, totally other side of the country, getting some rain and some cloud cover as well. Wintry mix up in Canada, could potentially see some wintry weather later on this week as well. The rest of us, maybe some cloud cover here and there, but overall not too bad across the U.S. Sitting in the 60s and 70s for the large majority of us. A little bit warmer down through the southwest and a little bit cooler if you guys are impacted by any of these low pressure systems, these things swinging down off the jet stream. That could potentially, cool you down a little bit. But watches and warnings for right now are going to be limited mostly to the western U.S. Got wind advisories in effect here through Oregon and, parts of California here, as well as far southern Nevada. Now, with those wind advisories, you got 15 to 35 mile an hour winds sustained, and then some higher gusts possible up to like 55 miles an hour. Winter weather advisory now, this is where we're actually looking at for the highest winds, is right here through California near Reno, Nevada. And with that, you could see some snow accumulations, like 2 to 4 inches at higher elevations above like 7,000 feet. But what we're really watching too is going to be at the ridge lines. You could potentially see triple-digit gusts up to 100 miles an hour. So wind is cranking up on top of those mountains. Down in the valleys, it's going to be a little bit lighter, maybe 45 miles an hour, not quite as much to worry about, but still noticeable wind. And then wind is going to be the story out through, the I-25 corridor. Not so much in terms of winter weather, but now we're getting fire weather associated with that wind. If you guys are down in Colorado Springs, south like Pueblo area, could potentially, get some fire weather going with just very, very dry weather out there and wind gusts up to like 45 miles an hour. So got to be on the lookout for that. If you're in that red flag warning, that is set to expire this evening, and then that fire weather watch is going to last until tomorrow evening for you guys. So that's pretty much it for our active weather in terms of watches and warnings, but we do have quite a bit of precip going on that could potentially impact your roofing weather or just whether or not you can get out and about. It's particularly going to be through the western U.S. here with some wintry mix, some rain, temperatures in the 40s and 50s by 3 p.m. Then down in the south, it's really nice, guys. 10 miles an hour for wind gusts forecast here by 3 p.m. in Oklahoma City. Really nothing crazy. Temperatures in the 70s and 80s. Great time to get out on some roofs. And pretty much that's going to last all the way up through parts of New England. Is that good roofing weather sticking around? So you got a chance into today. Make use of it through today and tomorrow. Should be pretty nice tomorrow as well by noon, before that cold weather starts to finally pull its way into the central U.S. So taking a look at that, here's our jet stream right now. Super flat. All right, not a ton happening. Again, these are our low pressure systems, these blue areas. That's really going to be the only thing that's keeping places cool and, you know, getting some wintry precip tracking through those two regions that we looked at a second ago. Everywhere else has time to warm up. All right, so we got that time for that humidity from the Gulf, some nice warmer weather from, you know, down south to pull its way up into the Central Plains, waiting on the next trough to move through. Now it could be later on this week, but see that trough, how it kind of pulls back up into the jet stream as it tracks into the Central Plains. So it is going to probably weaken as it tracks towards us, but we do have some time for instability to return. So how strong will that trough stay as it moves into this area of marginal instability? That's going to impact whether or not we get severe weather through the Central Plains late week, like Thursday, Friday time period. So here's the cold front as it comes through, all right? First few days are going to be kind of the same through the Central Plains. Expect kind of what you're seeing now. Then into Thursday, there we are by noon. There's that cold front tracking through Texas, through the lower Mississippi Valley, Tennessee Valley area, dropping into the 50s in Oklahoma City. And again, that's noon on Thursday, so that should be a warmer time of the day. Then by Friday morning, now it's made its way through the south, and a lot of us sitting back in the 30s and 40s, kind of like we were a couple weeks ago. So should get pretty chilly with that cold front. We do have a good temperature gradient, and watching our gradient in dew points, again, it's there. We should have enough moisture heading up into the Central Plains, colliding with that dry air to potentially produce some instability, but how strong will that trough be by the time it gets here? That's going to be the question into later this week for hail. So for our future precip chances, again, looking at a whole lot of rain and snow up north. No surprise there. I mean, we're moving into November. This is going to be more of a winter weather season for you guys up at those latitudes. So potential snow for, you know, the Dakotas, Minnesota, anywhere really up north. Colorado, you got something to look forward to here in a couple days. Got some snow hitting around the Denver area and some of the ski resorts out there. If anybody is a skier, I'm not very good, but I enjoy skiing. So looking forward to that for you guys. And then, you know, some more rain and snow out into the northeast. And then there's our storm system popping up by Thursday afternoon. Again, could be a ton of rain. That could impact things. We're going to have to keep an eye on this whole system, basically. It's very conditional right now, but we are watching it for possible severe weather chances into Thursday, Friday. So that's your bottom line. So 5-day rain chances, there you go. Got a good amount for the south as well as the Pacific Northwest. Really not a lot of folks staying dry over the next 5 days. So for today, it's going to be the Pacific Northwest show. Then things should kind of get more scattered as it tracks across the northern states on Tuesday. Wednesday, now we're tracking into New England, and then that storm system lights up on Thursday through Friday and should dump some rain on the South Plains and the southeastern U.S. for both of those days. So expect some heavier rain to end your week if you're in the South Plains. Again, enjoy that roofing weather while it lasts. So for Oklahoma City, here's your 5cast. Starting out, again, real nice in the beginning and middle part of the week. There's your storm system, drops us down into the mid-50s for Thursday, and then maybe popping back up into the 60s by Friday as that makes its way out. For DFW, similar story, all right, sitting in the low to mid-80s, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Then Thursday, cold front comes through. You're in the mid-60s, so not quite as cold as OKC, but still kind of chilly, and you got that rain to deal with. And then popping back, well, I guess you're not popping back up, but you're staying in the low 60s for Friday. And then Denver is, now you got snow chances, so totally different than the South Plains here. Got those moving in on Wednesday, and then some chilly weather to last through the end of the week, and you're back into the mid-50s by Friday. But cold middle of the week for you guys out in the Front Range. And then for the rest of us, if you're up in the Midwest, if you're down in the Southeast, here's your weather. We got kind of end of summer, fall conditions here through the Southern Plains, and then, you know, fall, winter. If you guys are out through the I-25 area, and then the Midwest as well, and then, you know, Atlanta getting a little bit of warmer weather, 70s as your highs for the next couple of days. So it should be overall across the board pretty nice in terms of temperatures. We will see a cool down once we move towards Thursday, and we'll update you guys on that. But I wanted to leave you with the last thing here. We're moving into November now, so here's a highlight of our October severe weather activity. Nothing crazy to write home about in terms of tornadoes. 31 compared to 36 in 2022. 2021 was going off. 151 tornadoes that year in October. But hail-wise, you know, it's a pretty average year, or average month for October. 119 hail reports as opposed to 140 last year, only 85 in 2021. So That's kind of your numbers for October in case you're curious, for hail and tornadoes. And we'll see what November can bring. Last November, December were pretty active, especially down in the south. So we'll see what's going on as we head into El Nino, and we'll let you guys know what's going on. You guys can give us a follow on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Hit See First on Facebook so you never miss a live video, and smash that subscribe button everywhere else. And then if you want to get in contact with us, go ahead and scan that QR code up above me or click the link in the description to this video. That gets you guys access to all of our live severe weather mapping products 24/7. All right, so if you want to sign up or get a demo, you guys scan that QR code, click that link, and we'll set you up. You can also give us a call at 855-334-4245. Email us if you'd rather at info@hailtrace.com, or check out hailtrace.com for more details. And we'll be back tomorrow with those details, but for now, I'm meteorologist Andrea Myers. Thanks for watching.